and you're supposed to be having a collegiate football team. And like I said, I know you've done more with less, but if you have the ability to do more, then do more.
Hell Wildcats.
That's how you gonna start.
That's how we gonna start it, and you supposed to repeat it. You know
Hell
how,
Wildcats.
Yeah, you know how we do this. Hell Wildcats. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. This is gonna be an early release. I'm releasing this episode tonight, so it's the same day we record it, the same day we release it.
All right.
All right. This don't get used to it. Friday at 9 p.m. is still our day, but today I just had to get this shit off my chest. This is the Fuck That Shit Dawg podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm your boy Veezy.
Qurious.
And of course, we want to start the episode by saying, if you like this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video to your friends, family, enemies, neighbors, cousins of enemies, cousins of cousins of enemies, cousins of friends, and all that. And everybody, just share it.
That's it.
Because y'all need to hear this shit.
Yeah, you seem like you pumped up, got some energy. I like it.
I got a lot of energy. I might not have seemed like it when you walk through the door, but I've been holding on to this.
All right.
Because, it's so much to unpack.
Okay.
It's so much to unpack.
A lot.
It's so much to unpack, but we gonna get there. You already know, like we said, it's Fuck That Shit Dawg podcast. Y'all can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Our TikTok, that one video got got like a few hundred views.
Really?
Yeah. I on TikTok, I guess it's easy to get views.
Because of the hashtags?
I don't know. I think it's just easy to get views. People just watch it. Like, it just, like, when you scroll it or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how that algorithm works.
Okay.
But
cool.
Last time I looked, we had a couple hundred views. Only 2 likes. But that was 3 days ago. So I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. And also, if y'all watching, y'all been listening on Spotify?
Right.
Spotify? Yeah. So if y'all been listening on Spotify or y'all been watching on YouTube, you might have noticed that the theme song has changed. I wanted to do something new. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking with the other theme song for 2 years. Shout out to my boy J Daff for giving us that banging ass theme song that you've been used to. But I did just want to switch it up just for, how I said we switching shit up here.
Right.
That beat is actually an old beat that I used to use back in the day when I was doing my music.
Right.
My boy Vic produced that beat for me, and I had it sitting around. The song I recorded to it wasn't mastered that well, so I never put it out. But the beat, I was like, I gotta use it. Right. This shit too fire for me not to use this beat. So yeah, so shout out my boy Vic V12. He's a viewer. He's a fan of the show, so he turns it on. Matter of fact, I posted the clip on Instagram. He commented, he was like, "Dog, did I make this beat?" I instantly had to call him, like, "Yeah, bro, that's yours. That's yours. Thank you, appreciate you." So Vic, you out there? We appreciate you for that beat. Let's get into it, man.
All right.
Let's get into it. I originally titled this episode "Airing Out Dirty Laundry." Okay. Because, we had a whole week. A whole week of shit goes into us recording on Sunday.
Right.
So, we post on Friday, but we record on Sundays. So Monday through Sunday, I'm just going through news, trying to see what's popping. And it just so happened Ed Reed comments.
Right.
That happened on Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
one of them days, early this week. And I was like, all right, I'm seeing people's reactions to it, and I off rip was like, well, shit, I don't think there's nothing wrong with what he said.
I was wondering where the clip was. I was like, what did he say? This everybody got all pumped
Right.
up about.
I was watching the live, the reaction, the second live. I was watching that live and I'm like, all right, he seemed upset, but he still ain't saying nothing wrong. All right, he dropped a couple motherfuckers. I was like, yeah, that mm, I know some people might feel a way about that, but outside of that, you right. You right.
Yeah.
The culture needed to be changed. He was if you watched the lives, I don't know about the first one because I didn't watch the first live. I just watched the clip of what he actually said.
Right.
But the second one, he was reacting to social media comments about what he's saying and what people was upset about. Let's get this out the way right now, because all y'all can stop the cap, keep it a buck. Y'all don't give a fuck about BCU. All
Right.
y'all niggas in the SWAC, all y'all in the MEAC, y'all don't care about BCU. Y'all don't give a damn that he said anything about BCU.
Right.
Y'all barely on the campus. I don't know any of y'all ever been out there the way y'all talking. Y'all are mad because he said all HBCUs need help. But then again, where's the lie in that?
Yeah. They, I don't see it. I mean, man, when we're talking about HBCUs, the next thing is funding, funding,
Mm-hmm.
funding. So when you have a establishment institution that's notoriously underfunded because you are relying on your alumni
Mm-hmm.
to give back, you're going to have these particular type of issues. Like I said, I don't detect the lie. Like people who are upset about cursing, I don't know. Sometimes I look at our own people as so hypocritical as to what we deem what the bar is. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if he was already winning and he did that rant, would nobody care?
Nah, not at all.
Would nobody care? So
Not at all. Cause winning a lot's
a lot of bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it allows for you, it gives you grace.
Yep. It
It
gives
gives
you
you grace.
grace. It gives you grace.
Like let's be for real. If Terry Sims would have beat FAMU this year and last year, he'd still be our coach.
Oh yeah.
Because winning allows a lot of it
A lot of grace.
allows a lot of grace.
Yeah,
We
man.
we accept more bullshit if you winning. But in this instance, he hadn't even coached the game yet. Only been on campus for a few weeks.
Yeah. I mean, the initial shock of somebody saying something negative about your institution, the fact that people get so appalled to the point where you calling for resignation. Like what?
For
Like we
what?
all went there. Like you experienced the bullshit. I mean, we have a love for being there and the experiences that we had, but
Right.
there were some logistical things that were wrong with the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's okay to acknowledge him. Like I didn't feel like what he said was with a lot of malice at
I
all.
can I distinctly recall while matriculating through Bethune Cookman, we gave them the nickname Bethune Crookman as students.
Okay.
I distinctly remember that. Cause I
Yeah.
mean, let's be for real. As a student, you gonna talk shit.
Yeah,
I'm
about
paying
things,
all this money,
and this is what
and
I
this is
get.
what But you still cherish the experience you had,
Yeah.
the friends you met, the people you met along the way. You might have had a dope professor that impacted your life.
Right.
All that goes into the college experience. And it ain't just HBCUs in that aspect. There's people at PWIs that complain about their schools too. They have
Absolutely.
the same exact feeling towards them. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? It's just when we talk about HBCUs, it's like we gotta hold them by the hand and
Yeah.
coddle them like they babies.
Yeah.
But these is fucking institutions.
Yeah.
This is what really pissed me off about the shit. Cause I'm on Twitter and I just got back really on Facebook. I downloaded it back on my phone just cause of this shit. Cause I wanted to see the reaction. Cause I wanted to go into the alumni pages and the BCC page. It's a BCC page, a BCU page. It's a bunch of Cookman pages, right?
Right.
I just wanted to go there and see, am I tripping? Am I the only alumni that feels the way I feel? And it's like, obviously I'm not, because we all went there. It's a few, the minority that's, echoing what they saying, what the outsiders are saying.
Right.
And yeah, I call y'all outsiders because y'all, if you didn't go to Cookman, if you didn't spend at least a semester at Bethune, I don't give a damn about your opinion on the matter.
Irrelevant.
If you want to speak toward the all HBCUs, fine. If you feel like your HBCU is so great that they don't need no help, then don't complain about being underfunded. Right?
Right.
If you feel that your HBCU is just the shit and there's nothing wrong with it, it's perfect. I don't want to see no videos of students complaining about conditions of being not getting their money's worth. Don't show me no videos of campus police harassing students, nothing. Your university is perfect. Your HBCU has no flaws. They don't need no help. Right?
According to them.
According to them. Because that's what they mad at. He said all HBCUs need help and they got their panties in a bunch. And then he went off on the administration and the leadership, and they got their panties in a bunch.
And like I said, that's something that we've all known about for years. And I mean, publicly, it's been a mess, even to the point where you had students booing at a graduation publicly. Because of who y'all chose
to speak
to speak to, the student body.
Bruh, come on. That's something else I didn't even think to bring up. This the same fucking, it's not the same administration because that president is gone. But we've been going through it for years, damn near 2 decades of just bullshit dealing with Bethune-Cookman. And we support Bethune.
Yeah.
We support, but I'm not one of those, how much do you donate this and that? Because we already talked about HBCU giving needs improvement. You know what I'm saying? There are alumni that give religiously, and then there's alumni that give when they can, what they can.
Right.
I'm the latter. I give when I can, what I can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I try. I'm the last person to be out there and act like I'm just the perfect motherfucking HBCU supporter. I'm not. But when it comes to Bethune-Cookman, when I see outside people, especially when y'all never said nothing about Bethune-Cookman, never tweeted a fucking tweet about Bethune-Cookman before 5 days ago, never shared a good post about Bethune, not a congratulatory post about Bethune-Cookman being back-to-back MEAC football, nothing.
Right.
Nothing. I commented on somebody page or post yesterday, and just for the fun of it, because it was in a group. I go in the group and I search Bethune-Cookman just to see all the posts about Bethune-Cookman. Most of them was from me. and if it was a post that wasn't from me, it was a post that had nothing to do with Bethune-Cookman, but I mentioned Bethune-Cookman in it.
Right.
Or somebody else mentioned Bethune-Cookman to me. Every post that had Bethune-Cookman's mentioned, except maybe one, was me. But the person I was arguing with had 2 posts. Yesterday and 5 days ago. Oh, and when Ed Reed became coach. And guess what? They tagged me in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And if the person's listening, they know who I'm talking about. They know I'm talking about them.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say their name. It's a respect I have. You know what I'm saying? I have no ill feelings toward this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, this is how I feel about the entire people's outside involvement. y'all had no concern about Bethune before Ed Reed got hired.
Mm-hmm.
Even less concern about Bethune.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, I
saying?
mean, people's outside perspective as to, I guess, how those comments look. I mean, do they really? Do they really matter? You know what I'm
No.
saying? It really doesn't. I think that the main thing is for me is that you have an institution that cannot really take the mirror looking right back at them saying, hey, these are things that are wrong. This is not how you treat a basically a Hall of Famer, so to speak. I mean, we could try to dumb it down and be
Yeah.
like, okay, this guy's not as he is important. He's gonna bring recruits to the school. He's
Mm-hmm.
gonna bring notoriety. He's
Mm-hmm.
gonna bring some more things. Maybe he's not Deion Sanders, but he's the closest damn thing to it. Closest. So it's a institution that does not seem like it does not like its own reflection, and then being called out about its own practices,
Yeah.
its own practices, man, and which has been definitely something that our school has been notorious for. You know, not practicing what they preach. Funny shit happening with the paperwork. Funny shit happening with the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
accountability
No
when
accountability.
alumni try to gain access to the process, especially the process of finding a new president, which we still don't have. Shrite left damn near 2 years ago. We still don't have a president. That's
Right.
another thing. I'm like, y'all are sitting here, standing behind an administration and a leadership that the actual students and alumni have been at odds with for years. And you try to explain that to these people who, quote unquote, care so much about Bethune Cookman. It's just like it goes over his head. Whose side is y'all on? Y'all on this crooked ass administration side, or are you on the side of the people that actually pay their money to go to the school, who's actually living in the dorms, who's actually trying to get their situation better? Because I'm tired of seeing TikToks and Instagram posts about how shitty the conditions is in certain dorms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, it damn near broke my heart. This was what, maybe 2 years ago. You seen that? I don't know if you saw it or not, but one of them went viral about the mold that was in the laundry room at LLC.
Golly.
And I'm like, God damn, I used to stay there.
Yeah. And that was home.
What was we, second floor LLC Dynasty? What was that shit?
Second floor. Second floor, yep.
Like,
226.
yeah, and what was I, 227, 229? One of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, further you just further
Right
down the
across the
hallway.
hall, man.
Yep.
Shit.
So I
Like,
mean it's real. Like I said, it hit home, it hits home. But like I said, we're talking about someone who is coming to bring some
mm-hmm.
new energy to a place and try to establish a culture of winning and being cut short to save face.
Yeah.
You know, in order to save an image. You know what I'm saying? Like we are, a private black school
Mm-hmm.
with a that is a Methodist school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like y'all hide behind that kind of stuff or that the guise of
The
religion,
religion, yeah.
so to speak, to be like we're this prim and proper school. No, you're not. No, you're
Nah,
not.
nah.
No, you're not. You
I'm gonna tell you one thing. The only thing Methodist about my experience at Bethune Cookman was my intro to religion class. Was it intro to religion? Was the pastor at the church right there on Dr. What was that, King?
yeah.
King and Bethune? That church right by the park.
Yeah,
He was
and
the pastor there.
I've seen that one. That's where a lot of people, students went. But for the most part, there is a religious revival week, 1 week out of 2 semesters, where they have church related events in that auditorium, which was
At the
damn near
school, right?
20 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and I never went. That's why I said
And I
my
never went,
Methodist experience at that school
and that was it.
was one professor who was actually a Methodist preacher,
Yeah,
and that was it.
and so to have this somewhat indication as if, oh man, we can't have cursing, man. Alvin Wyatt, the a big coach, from back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, that man used to be cursing his behind off.
Yeah.
But he was winning though.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like to have this somewhat of a, disdain for the way this man communicates, just because he communicates with passion and he may use a few expletives, there's no reason to do what they did.
Right. And we got this far into the conversation. I don't think we mentioned yet about him not getting his contract ratified.
Right.
Which is all right. This is the way I see it, because the now the conversation shifted to you can't talk shit about your soon to be employer and expect to have a job. Listen, if I go on a job interview and the interview goes well and they say, you know what, we're going to offer you the job. We want you to take the position. All right. I say, cool. When do we sign the contract? All right, well, the contract ain't ready yet. But you can come down, check out your office, check out everything. You can actually start working while we getting the contract ready. You can start working, and because we need you to get some things in order. In the case of Ed Reed, he got to recruit. We 10 days now from signing day. You got to recruit. You got 2 weeks to recruit, which is what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna get to work. But when I get to work, I'm looking around and I'm seeing, all right, some things need to be changed around. I don't like what I see.
Right.
Remember, he was there for 2 weeks. It ain't like he went there and immediately started talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I get to my office and it ain't clean.
Yeah.
And now people want to say, well, why was he there early without a contract? Why did they give him access if he didn't have a contract?
Well, exactly. Well, and it is like
nobody wants to fault the actual administration.
Well, it is like I said, it's 2023. You got a NFL Hall of Famer who's made millions of dollars, and you sit here and say that simple cleaning of the man's offices, we couldn't have did that. Yes, you could have.
You could have.
Yes, you could
You
have.
could have. And if you knew he was coming, you could have cleaned it.
Yeah, man.
And if you were gonna give him access to it, you should have cleaned it.
And you're welcoming him. You want his service. You want his skill set, his mind.
Yeah. And I don't even know what was the triggering factor for him to explode like that.
Oh man, it's just something that could have been overwhelming that just made him be like, man, fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make it public.
Because the first clip wasn't all that bad. It was the second one. The second one with the motherfuckers and all that, the what do you say? Mentality. It was that second one.
Yeah.
And it's like, what triggered that? I know he said he was replying to some social media shit, but he had to be replying to somebody at.
I'm sure. I'm sure because some people just seem like, like I said, you have this high horse about it as if, how dare you? How dare you what? Just because, I don't pretend like something that I was a part of deserves any type of special treatment because I went there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, well, how dare you speak about Bethune because I graduated there?
No.
Nigga, I know shit fucked up. No. How dare you say anything about
the thing I'll say is because I'm always on the side of, if you've never been there, don't say nothing. Because I'll jump in a convo real quick if it's people that either never been to college and went to a PWI and they talking shit about HBCUs. HBCUs are this and that and the third. Oh, you don't know nothing about HBCUs because you went to a PWI. That's just like me. I can't really speak on a PWI because I didn't go, and I wouldn't.
No, I can't say. All I know is she was born.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I've been on campuses, but I didn't attend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most of these people ain't been on an HBCU campus.
At all.
Ain't left the state they live in.
At all.
We want to talk about HBCUs.
Yeah, just the hypocritical stance. You know, I think that's, to me, that's what bothers me, to be on that high horse and act as if you are offended by a particular type of speech. It's like, do we have free speech or do we not have it? If the man is just saying, expressing himself, he ain't throw no threats. He ain't say this shit is trash. Why am I even here? He
Right.
didn't
Matter of
say
fact,
none of
he
those
said,
things.
the way I've been treated, I should leave, but I won't. I don't
Yeah.
want to leave because it ain't about. It's not about. And here's the thing that that everybody's overlooking. It ain't about him. It ain't about the administration. It's about the students. You know what I'm
Still.
saying? The students who, as we speak, they're not even planning it now. They're protesting tomorrow.
Yeah.
They've got it planned. There is a protest tomorrow, Monday.
Right. They
You know what I'm saying?
They want them to be there.
There's an open petition, one by the alumni, one by the players who he coached for only 2-3 weeks. They don't want him gone because in this short time he's been here, he's already made an impact.
Already. So, and the thing about it is, as a player, not knowing who's the person that you answer to, who's the person who's holding you accountable, is a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know who your head coach is. Do you believe in your head coach? Are you willing to follow him into the fire, so to speak?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of leader that you want.
Right.
You want a leader with some type of passion, who knows the game, who's been there, who can relate.
Right.
Sometimes, like I said, when you have people who are, flip floppy, who don't know what it's like to be in the trenches, you don't feel very motivated,
right,
to do that. And like I said, Ed Reed is that guy.
And it speaks volumes because if he was a shitty person, students wouldn't have gathered today to pick up. They was gathering today. They gathered today to pick up trash.
Yeah.
Without him, he ain't there. He's not there. He's off campus. He's in Daytona, but he's not on campus. He's on the beach somewhere.
Well,
and they still gathered
I put like this:
to do the work that he already instilled in them.
if they do some type of live showing the mass amount of support, and the school don't listen,
They won't.
if they don't listen, they gonna look crazy.
Hey, let's bring it back to 2000. Was it 2018? Did they listen in?
No.
When a certain somebody was tabbed to speak at graduation,
Nope, sure
and the
did.
students protested
Look
for like a
crazy.
week, and they still marched that white lady up there
Crazy.
because the president at the time, I don't think that was 2018.
Might have been earlier.
It was 2016 or 15.
Like,
But the president, the current president at the time, was a conservative,
yep.
and he's one of them HBCU presidents that was smiling in the picture with Trump.
Oh yeah.
He there,
Uncle Ruckus
skinning
ass
and
nigga.
grinning, and he looked like Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, Uncle Ruckus ass nigga.
So
now,
and it's the same president that had us. I don't know how close to being is it disaccredited? Unaccredited. Have a stone's throw away from losing our accreditation. Had us in so much debt we was about to lose the school.
Yeah, I remember those.
Getting sued.
Posts.
He's getting sued by the school.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
same guy, but people want to run their mouths like Cookman just started having issues.
Yeah.
They want to talk. They want to talk shit like Cookman's issues started with the 2 hurricanes last year.
Yeah,
Bruh, them hurricanes ain't had shit to do with what Ed Reed was talking about.
No.
Hurricanes ain't blowing sandwich bags and chip bags on the Cookman on the campus lawn.
Man, and I know exactly what building he was talking about when he said it's just hoarding shit.
Yeah, the one across the street from
Yeah,
the Performance Arts Center,
yeah.
next door to the training center.
And it's like it's just like I said, just sitting there, and there's nothing in there. You know, I mean, just a bunch of like mess in
No, you
there.
can walk by there and see.
Yeah,
They not hiding it.
so it's like he just said something about it. Like it don't make no sense. And then you want to be mad at the man for being logical to be like, hey, like you know what I'm saying? Y'all have space, y'all can utilize it and do something productive with it.
Said, but you want to hoard trash.
Crazy, you know. And you're supposed to be having a collegiate football team. And like I said, I know you've done more with less, but if you have the ability to do more, then do more.
With more. You had an opportunity to get more. Here's what I would have done. I would have told him, look, man, he already apologized. I'd have been like, look, we appreciate your apology on Instagram, but they always say your apology has to be as loud as the injustice, right? Have a press conference. Have a press conference where, you know, you voice that, your comments were in distaste or whatever. Do that. Like it's other ways that they could have had him apologize verbally. Even they could have tied that into him getting signing his contract finally.
Right.
Because nigga, this whole time I'm waiting for the press conference. Like I just a couple days ago before this shit, I was like, damn, they still ain't announced when this man is. They still ain't announced this man as coach. What's going on?
Nope. Well, I mean, man, I'm with you that whole sentiment. Like, there's just different ways they could have went about doing things, and to make it seem as if he didn't want to be there was definitely like a party foul. So it's like, okay, so y'all dismiss the man and then lie about it and try to make it seem like this man will turn his back on these kids that he basically built somewhat of a beginning bond with.
Right.
No.
So to have to get up in front of the players and say, look, I'm not leaving. I didn't withdraw my name. They're forcing me out. That's fucked up.
Yeah, man, and it's like
with recruits on campus.
Being a coach is extremely a personable position. You're talking to parents. You're trying to get those athletes in their school. You're selling the school to the parents. All these different things. So it's like you're there making this particular type of contact, and then all of a sudden you say, "This man don't want to be here." All of a sudden, no,
hey, get the fuck out of here.
Y'all did that. Like that was a big party foul. Yeah, I think he said like on one of the lives, like got 30 recruits here.
Yeah,
like 30 dudes interested in possibly coming here, and you gonna tell them or make a statement, release something saying I withdrew my name. Oh, that's like a big slap in the face to anybody who was interested in everything.
He withdrew his name while he's talking to recruits.
Yeah, while he's talking to recruits.
What type of shit does that make?
That is stupid.
Like, and then it's how you withdraw your name from consideration when you've already agreed to be the coach. There's no consideration. I'm here.
I agree.
I'm working. I'm the coach. Y'all just ain't ratifying my contract for me to sign it and figure out how much I'm gonna get paid for this. Which it don't even matter. It don't even matter.
Man,
we know he wasn't getting Power 5 money at Bethune-Cookman.
We definitely know that.
So I'm pretty sure the money wasn't an issue.
Yeah, no.
So it might.
It was an opportunity to be at a notable school, to show his head coaching chops. But it's like, but I think it hurts Cookman more than it hurts Ed Reed.
I definitely agree with that because now you're less than 2 weeks away from signing day, and granted, signing day isn't just one day; it lasts until April. But on signing day, that's when the top recruits they're pretty much decided by then. They are pretty much decided. February 1st. Damn, February 1st. Yeah, 9, 10 days.
Right.
February 1st, they know exactly what school they're going to.
Yeah.
And they send in a letter of intent. I'm going here. So it's mind blowing, man. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. And I definitely wanted to talk about this shit today because I almost exhausted myself. And I had to stop because like you have to sit back and think these people do not give a fuck about Bethune-Cookman at all.
Mm-hmm.
Their,
Yeah.
their interest in Bethune-Cookman goes as far as their interest in Ed Reed. And a lot of them, maybe they hurt by Ed Reed because they was fans of Ed Reed and they let that cloud their vision when people say what they say. It's the same thing with Dion when he said what they said. He's such a fan of these guys. It's like what they say, never meet your idols.
Right.
Because, you meet them and then they say or do something to make you go, damn, that's disappointing.
Yep.
I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not. And I think it's kind of interesting, and a lot of people who had something to say as if they support what Cookman was doing.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like it's almost a person who don't understand sports, ain't never really been involved in sports. You just want to give your 2 cents.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the way he was speaking. It was like, okay, like just like you said, he never said it. I want to leave this place.
Right.
This shit trash. He ain't never say none of that. Just said what was going on, and he used some
He never
colorful
said
words.
the school was trash. He said
Like, look
we're
what
here.
I'm doing.
Like he said, we need to have more pride, and it ain't just it wasn't even just the school. We need to have more pride in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was and there's videos of him talking about this same issue he had with Baltimore Ravens players just dropping their trash anyway. This is who he is.
Right.
This is who he is. He's got he's got I don't want to call it a thing about littering, but let's just go with that. He's got to let's put it this way. He's the kind of person that takes it's the little things that matter to him. If you
Yeah.
walk, tell me if this
Everybody should have an issue with litter.
yeah, but tell me if this happened to you when you was a kid. You walking in the house and it's a piece of balled up paper or something on the floor and you walk right by it and your dad stops you and say, "Hey man, you ain't see that? Pick it up."
Yep.
That ever happened to you?
Hell yeah.
That's what I got from
That's it.
because when you look at the live, that's a lot of what he's talking about. People walking by trash, they see the trash on the floor, they ain't even stopping to pick it up. That's what pissed him off. That's something that pissed him off.
Yeah, that could be a trigger. Like,
And it's
dog, do you
like
have pride in what we
you
doing?
see that shit. You see
Dog.
that shit.
And all of that that particular conversation is like you people look at it as small, but all of that comes into creating a culture of I
Mm-hmm.
give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I give a fuck. I give a fuck
And
about how clean it is, how we practice, all that.
yep. And one thing we know about black people, a lot of black people that go to these institutions, they come from the hood. And in the hood, there's a mentality that I don't give a fuck. It's not my shit. I'm not picking it up. That ain't my trash on the floor. Why do I have to pick that up? We have that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even if you don't come from the hood, you got that mentality as a
Right.
black person. That ain't my trash. That ain't my garbage. Why do I
Pe-
need to pick that up?
People do that.
They hire people here to pick that stuff up. Why do I have to do it?
Yep.
We have that mentality. And that's the thing. Like, we gotta get out of that.
Gotta get out.
We gotta get out of that. And that's what he want. He was bringing the culture change with him. And if you look at what's going on with the students now, it affected them a little bit. I say it affected them a lot because they out there now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And again, that's who I care about. I don't give a damn about nobody that has no affiliation with Bethune Cookman
Yeah.
University. If you don't have affiliation with Bethune-Cookman, I don't need it. I don't need to see your tweets, see your Facebook posts,
Yeah,
see your
zero.
Instagram post. I don't care about your opinion on the matter because I know where I stand and I know where most of my fellow alumni stand and I know where the students stand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For the most,
And,
I've seen more support.
yeah, yeah,
More support.
and I want to say we both support what's going on with, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's why I said I'm titled. I was gonna title this "Airing Out Dirty Laundry" before he got fired. Well, I guess you could call it fired
Yeah.
before they let him go.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm titling it hashtag Ed Reed was right because that's the hashtag that's going on
Mm-hmm.
right now, and it's a hashtag started by students and alumni, and that's how we feel. Again, it's multiple petitions to bring him back.
Right.
A player petition and an alumni petition. And I think there's a student petition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they. We want Ed Reed to be the coach of Bethune-Cookman University football team.
Yeah. Give him a chance. Mm-hmm.
Should we stop right there?
Yeah, we can stop right there.
We good on this?
Yeah.
Because moving forward, it's if they don't bring Ed Reed back, who they gonna get?
Shit. I don't know. I think it's gonna be even harder for them to find a candidate
Shit, man, they
if they
better.
did something like that.
I don't know. All I know is if you're not bringing back Ed Reed, and they have to really think about this. I hope they Monday they come in the office and they get together and they really think about this. We have now 9 days until that window is closed. You can't talk to recruits until that window is closed where you can talk to recruits.
Yeah. I mean, it
So
could be really bad.
yeah, we need to sit down and really decide if this is the move we want to make. Because if we don't, because if we do, if this is the move we want to make, we need to have a new coach Tuesday.
Yeah, because I mean, it could be like someone said, they could be 0-11 next year.
Bruh.
0-11.
Have fun with that. And I was so hyped. I was so ready. I'm probably still doing what I'm probably still. I don't know. I don't know. I don't hold the sentiment that we need to boycott homecoming unless the students are. If the students are, then I'm with it. But as far as the players go, the players deserve to have fans in the stand supporting them,
Yeah,
whether we
definitely.
give a fuck about what the administration is doing or not.
Right.
So, and the school does still need alumni donor support.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm I was just so hyped about homecoming this year because nigga, we got Ed Reed and this homecoming is gonna be off the chain. But yeah. So moving forward, we'll see what Cookman does, man.
Mm-hmm.
Little hot shots, man. So I gotta make a correction because last week we said we congratulated Fisk University, and I said I think one of the girls won uh the vault, got a high score on the vault.
Uh-huh.
No, she won the all around competition. Morgan
Okay.
Price at Fisk University.
Okay.
So shout out to her. Again, I love this. I hope in the future Bethune has a gymnastics team.
Cool.
And again, Talladega they just started theirs. I hope more and more HBCUs get into the other Olympic sports and give kids an opportunity that they may not have gotten at PWIs. That's what HBCUs are for. We give opportunities to those of us who don't have opportunities elsewhere. That's that's why HBCUs were started in the first place. Um, I want to let's save that for later. because we can mention it. I don't really feel right flying by this topic. You heard about that Alabama basketball player that he didn't actually shoot the girl, but his friend shot the girl.
Oh, I didn't see the story. I just said it just said Ford murdered somebody.
Yeah, well, he's charged with murder because he admitted to providing the weapon. Um, in the death of Jamia Jonee Harris, because you got to say her name, because out of respect, but they say the dude shot her because she turned him down, like turned down in his advances and shit. And that's why I don't really feel right blowing by this topic, but we got to mention it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? This was, again, when I planned this episode, it was gonna be that, and then this as like two different main topics we can spend some time on. But we spend a good healthy 30 something minutes on
Yeah, read. Yeah.
read. But you can see why. That affects us as alumni.
Right.
But this affects us as black men in the sense that I understand. I understand when they say black women are, was it did they say the most disrespected?
Not protected.
Well, that's what that's the that they're not protected, but it's something that was least the most disrespected. It was a quote by Malcolm X.
They can say that.
Yeah, but I think this is fucked up. We gonna have to cut this short soon because I see
All right.
he's starting to get antsy.
All right.
But yeah, so prayers out to the family of Jamia Janae Harris. To the dude that shot her, I hope you're going to jail. You're going to jail for a long, long, long time. The married Tennessee police officer was fired after having sex with 6 different cops.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, the little joke that they had on the little cartoon of it,
Uh, they had a
hilarious.
cartoon of it.
Oh, they have a cartoon of it, like a little joint, like making fun of it.
I gotta see that shit.
Oh,
I
hilarious.
gotta see that shit. And
Oh,
then her husband said he's sticking by her. He's staying.
hey, love, hey,
Hey, if you want to be a
you
cuck,
love that woman.
you want to be a cuck, go ahead. Just say that. If you want to be a cuck, just say that.
Just say it.
You want to watch next time? The San Francisco reparations panel proposes $5 million to each qualifying black resident.
Uh,
Dear Santa.
yeah, we talked about this topic enough. Like I said, money is just not it. 5 million, it's cool. You pull out a number out your ass,
Yeah,
but you
that
know
shit ain't
it's
gonna pass.
yeah,
It's $5 million, and I know the right wing residents, even some of the left wing residents, is gonna be like, hell no, how we gonna pay for this?
yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they
And
don't even
again,
need it.
$5 million again. But what would you do with $5 million?
Right, that
Yeah.
part.
All right. So trying to listen up, see how bad it is. It's tough. It's tough.
Right.
I've been trying to keep this dude cool and relaxed and calm. I took him to the park today, ran him around, tried to get him tired. See if he'd take a nap while we recording. He's close to going to sleep. Put him in bed. He like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Like, he probably crying because he ran out of popcorn. So, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll run through these last little topics.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter reacts to Lil Boosie's daughter coming out as a lesbian.
I mean, it's ironic, but hey, you gotta love somebody, huh?
Right. Hold on real quick. Come on. All right. You can finish the show with us. President Biden visits black church and is caught on video looking lost while the choir sings the presence of the Lord. Did you see the video?
No, but no, you see now,
Fred was standing there like
man.
if you look at the video, it looked like he think they singing about him. He's like, I'm the presence of the Lord. I am here. Oh, these black people love me.
Hey, I don't know. See now, Joe.
Hey, it is what it is. Madonna is being accused by Ethiopian World Federation of exploiting children. You know
Okay.
she adopted all them black kids.
Well, I mean, man, but you know what's so crazy? In just to be relatable to this, I saw a white couple that had like some little small black kids. Like it was like, dog,
I
but
don't trust
why?
it.
Well, it's like, why do y'all have to like adopt us? Why us?
Right.
Like I just don't understand. It's like I just want to save this little black baby. It's like, are you teaching them about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what in
Nah,
the world?
look, I don't trust it because especially with the celebrities, every one of them, they adopt little black boys and try to turn them into little black girls. If you wanted a little black girl,
Then
then you should have
get
adopted
a
a
little
little
black
black
girl.
girl.
Yeah,
What's
whatever
so hard about that?
Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
Like, fuck out of here.
man, oh man.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
He can't hear that.
Right. Just terrible, man.
Yeah, dog.
So, yeah, no. I hope they get her. If they say she exploited them, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Facebook and Instagram to lift the bare breast ban, but only for trans and non-binary users.
Wow.
So that means if you see some milk jugs on Instagram, that's a man.
Terrible. So you gonna feel man boobies. Hell no.
I
For the
when I
sake of
read this
inclusion.
when I read this, I thought about it. I was like, there's a lot of sex workers that's gonna
Eat this up.
no, they gonna go from being he she's to them days. I mean,
Oh.
they're gonna go from being she hers to them days.
But you know what, man? If that's what it takes, I'll put it like this. If they can go so far to being as perverted as they can be just for the sake of saying inclusion,
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait till it's just unrecognizable and out of control because it's like this is what you wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you wanted. You wanted the to look like a crazy wild parade. Ta-da! You know what I'm saying? Like it's the lines is all blurred. It's not just adult content and kid content. It's just all
Yeah.
this what you wanted for the
Like,
sake of saying, "Hey, look at me."
it's gonna get crazier, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna
it.
get crazier.
That's it.
That's all I can say. Florida blocks AP African American Studies program using the Stop Woke Act. So you can't teach. So they can't teach African American studies in high school or any other school in Florida at any level.
A, I guess at this point, but if anything, if you have any black member in y'all representatives of the state who see this and hear this message, instead of being concerned about keeping your seat or not wanting to speak out against the governor, like, dog, this is a blatant racist policy.
Right.
If you have to study AP European, then you got to study AP African American.
Right.
It's as simple as that. Why do I have to all your works of writing and paintings and your societies and all these different things about your culture? I have to live, I have to live with. I have to check out the Holocaust all day, but I can't talk about my own struggle of my people and what they
Right.
went through because you feel guilty or you don't want black kids or white kids to feel guilty about the role their ancestors played in basically terrorizing a group of people,
Yeah.
multiple groups of people.
Yeah. And it's just Black history is American history.
It is
It's just,
point blank.
but this also shows that we do need more independent schools and that Umar was right.
Yeah,
Dr. Umar was right.
yeah, man.
We need
Yeah.
to teach our we need to teach our children. If they're not going to allow, and I'm not going to say if they're not going to teach, if they're not going to allow us to use the schools to teach our, because a lot of these schools that actually do have the Black History Months and the Martin Luther King Day, and that they actually go out, they actually do it big. Those are the public schools that have maybe a black principal.
That's it.
They got majority black students.
Faculty.
So as long as they stick to the curriculum, they're allowed to do that. But now you're saying if it's a state funded school, you can't do that. You can't teach it. Like they really trying to say you can't teach Black history to you can't teach Black history in the schools. So hey, all right, if we can't, let's just do a better job of teaching it at our homes. You know what I'm saying? And when you do, teach your children about more than just Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
You know, teach them about Medgar Evers. Teach them about Stokely Carmichael. Teach them about Malcolm X. Teach them about Marcus Garvey. Teach them about Eldridge Cleveland. Teach them about the honorable Elijah Muhammad. Teach them about who's damn, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. The leader of the not 5% Nation, but the Moorish Science.
I mean Kemet Science.
No, Moorish.
Moors. Oh,
I can't remember
Phil
his name.
Valentine.
Well,
you know,
not related, but teach him about Phil Valentine. Teach him about James Bond. Teach him about Dr. John Henry Clark.
Yeah, Dr.
Teach
John.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Sound effects on 110.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just out there, and we need to use those resources.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, to be honest, I don't trust a white woman to teach our history the way it should be taught.
Not at all.
In any shape, form, or fashion. So, you know, hey, but you know, like I said, they don't want me with the microphone ever.
Hey, you got one now though.
That's it.
So you let's just know this. When this page does blow up, a lot of our videos might get taken down. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we definitely don't want these motherfuckers to." Excuse my language. We definitely don't want them getting their message through to the people.
Yeah.
These young, susceptible minds. Yeah. Real quickly, man. Billboard and Vibe rate Dr. Dre a greater rapper than Jadakiss. Dr. Dre. The Chronic. Dr. Dre a better rapper than Jadakiss. They released the top 50 list. I didn't even look at the list. I just saw this headline. It was like that. I don't need to look at this list.
Yeah, that's the most stupidest statement.
Because if Dr. Dre is higher than Jadakiss, I really don't want to know who your number one is.
Yeah.
Even though number one is probably one of the obvious. It's probably like Jay-Z or somebody, but it's one of the obvious, probably. And I don't care to know. No, knowing Billboard and Vibe is probably Drake.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I don't care to. Oh, but I thought he fell.
Any list.
Yeah.
That has him up top.
Yeah. I don't care to. And then lastly, P. Diddy was trending on Twitter after Young Miami admits she liked to be peed on in an interview with Trina.
And quickly, this is the thing about that. All right, you're exposing yourself, your fetishes, and all that stuff. But it's like when these women out here talk about they want to be wifed up or they want somebody to take them seriously, but you divulge that type of information about yourself. Like I said, some of these women, y'all built for singleness. Y'all built for you're built for being alone forever. Till you, like I said, you're hot shit now, but when you are older and those assets begin to drop, and you done put all your business out there, no man gonna want you. That's all there is to it. So, like I said, that junk is stupid. To admit to that, you want urine on your body from a male. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So, they built for it.
I just don't. You know what? Like, I don't understand it. Like, why?
Why tell that?
Why tell that? Why do we need to be in your business like that?
Yeah, like I don't want to know.
Like clickbait is one thing, but dang, do you need clicks that bad? You
Exactly.
need
Yeah.
views that bad that you have to
Exactly.
like. All right,
Like Glorilla and her
I don't
bullshit.
give a
Like
damn
why?
what's going on in your bedroom. It's the same thing when we talk about like the LGBTQ stuff. I don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom. I don't. So just keep it to yourself.
I'm telling
But
you, that's simple.
if you want to let the world know you a freak,
Yeah. But it's like, and the thing that trips me out is you have all these people who divulge this information, but nobody says nothing about being a. I mean, even though it's not entertaining, like being a good mom, being dependable, like good characteristics, you just want to show, I guess, how perverted you can
how
be.
nasty you are. Like, and you a mother.
And then you
Your
around
your
here,
kids go grow up
yeah, and you rap
and you are
songs
on public, like not public
saying
TV, but you
saying you
are
like to get peed on.
on a viral video saying like being pissed on.
So and then on top of that, it's like y'all sit here and rap about how y'all for his how much he got, take his credit card, all this stuff. It's like
Yeah.
y'all are basically training up. I mean, it's just stock culture. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit here and fault men. That's where I really come back. Don't sit here and fault men
Look,
for the
look,
models that you follow.
the last dude I can associate with peeing on somebody is in jail.
Hey now,
So that should let you know where being peed on was standing at the at the current rate. And then she just took it and nah, yeah, I don't even want to go further with that,
yeah,
man. Black
man,
owned business feature for today is Olayinka Companies. Olayinka Companies and Olayinka Skincare. Olayinka vitamins. It's just everything Olayinka. He got a whole bunch of sub companies under his Olayinka brand. African guy. He like I said, skincare, vitamins. If you get in your vitamins like vitamin C, B12, all the type of vitamins you eat, your multivitamins, you getting them from uh GNC or wherever you go to get your vitamins, go with a black owned brand.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Go with a black owned brand. You know, can't go wrong with that.
right,
Olayinka Skincare and Olayinka Companies. I'll give you both of the Instagrams. It's Olayinka Skincare, Olayinka Skincare, all one word. Olayinka Vitamin, Olayinka Companies. Follow all three of them
right,
and patronize the business. You know what I'm saying? And he also allows you to distribute for him. So if you want to get into that, e-commerce thing, that's a product you can start with.
right,
I was actually considering doing it, but we're gonna have to figure out how, all that. I'm, this I'm in the uh, idea phase
right.
of that, so ain't nothing been set in stone. But yeah, go ahead with your last thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, just this here. Uh, there can't be any real change or change of culture until you make certain aspects or certain things uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're not willing to call out your flaws as they are and be willing to change, as opposed to pretending like it's not a flaw, you know, then you're doing a disservice. Like I said, are you really trying to change the culture, or are you just talking? So I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You have to walk it like you talk it, to quote the Migos.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm just gonna say Ed Reed was right.
that's it.
Support the students. Support the school. I stand with each and every student that is gonna be out there tomorrow. I think they said they're gonna be out there at 12 p.m. on the quad.
Yeah, hell
Hell
Wildcats.
Wildcats. Uh, yeah, yeah. I want to see nothing but the best for Bethune. Nothing but the best. And if that means we have to, you know, face what's wrong with the school up front,
Yeah.
then let's do that. Let's hit it on the head. Let's address that first. Get over that hump and move on from it. Move on from it. And whether that's with Ed Reed or without Ed Reed, the issues have been put out there. Your dirty laundry has been aired out. And everybody can smell it. Now it's time to wash them fucking drawers. Again,
Right.
excuse my language. But my kids hear me cuss, so I'm not even finna fake like I don't cuss. But yeah, live in love like it's your last. Live in love like it's all you have. Again, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it amongst whoever you feel like sharing it amongst. Anybody and everybody. This has been
The fuck that shit, dog. Podcast. We out.